Welcome to another video. Today we are back testing out ice barriers. And this isn't just regular ice barriers, this is budget ice barriers. You gotta excuse my prismatic medallion, alright? We're playing budget ice barriers with only 3 URs, alright? We got other URs in the deck that don't count because they are from the bundles, as is tradition. Alright, we'll have the full deck list at the end of the video. An opponent is going first playing Runic, alright. Budget Ice Barrier is going to be able to beat Runic. Well, Runic is a very strong deck, but we'll give it a shot. Alright, we'll give it our best shot. I'm not a huge fan of Triple Tactics talent, but it is in the deck because it is one of our budget options. Other budget option, evenly matched. Great card, alright. Opponent, Dimensional Fisher, Runic Fountain. They got Huggin, they got triple set, they got a card in the hand which could be a Runic spell. Are we clap? Alright, no, because we believe in the heart of the cards. We got our 1-card starter, Hexa, Spirit of the Ice Barrier. Obviously, with the Dimensional Fisher, we can't send any monsters to the graveyard, which turns our combo off. But, I believe, alright? Believe in the heart of the cards. Top deck, evenly matched. This is why you never concede, alright? Let's go to battle. Alright, battle, evenly. Opponent, you get to keep one thing, and opponent is scooping it up. Love to see it. Alright, that's just the power of budget deck. And you're probably thinking, hey, wait a minute. You bet you didn't even get to use your ice barriers yet. This is just the power of budget. Let's go on to the next game. On to the next game. Alright. We are going first this time, and we're going to show off the power of ice barrier budget. Alright, great budget card. Ice Jade, Adrian. Now, a big problem, alright, in our budget deck. We don't have a lot of all the 10 waters, alright, or all URs. So we had to be very careful with which ones we picked. That's Ice Jade. And we're going to search with our Mirror Mage for the Revealer. And we're going to synchro into the Lancia. Obviously, we are playing 1 Lancia in our deck. Okay? And we got to be very careful, like I said. Alright, you already saw the other of 3 URs. You saw the Mirror Mage. So what is our 3rd UR? Well, you're about to find out. Alright. We're going to activate the Medallion. We're going to get our Speaker. We're going to keep extending. We're going to Revealer. Discard. Activate the Georges. Georges is here. And we're going to synchro summon the Chungus. Alright. We're cheating. Okay, we're cheating. Chungus is in a lot of decks. So we're actually sneakily playing a 4th UR. So we're just going to not count the Chungus. He was in the Sword Soul giveaway for free deck. Okay, so he sort of doesn't count. If you don't have a Chungus already, then he's not budget. But you know what? We're splitting hairs here. Let's pass to the opponent. We have no other plays right now. We got the Imperm, our useless Triple Tactics talent doing nothing. Chungus saves himself. And this is our 3rd UR. Ancestral Dragon summon from the extra deck, the Trishula. Alright, now Trishula, that's it. That's all our URs. I mean, other than the ones we're sneaking into the deck because they're from the bundles. Opponent playing Cyber Dragons. Cyber Dark Claws here. And we have only one more piece of interaction. We have this Imperm. We'll see if it's good enough. Opponent activating the Cyber Dark Realm. I lied, alright, we have one sneaky other piece of interaction. Imperm, negate the Cyber Dark Chimera. Opponent, negated. Does this matter? We will find out. Opponent making the Almirage. Opponent, tribute summoning. And they are done. Ice Barrier budget was enough. Let's go on to the next game. On to the next game. We got a great hand. We got the Cyframe Gear Delta to negate spell effects. But we're going first, so we won't get it to take advantage of our Cyframe Gear. We're going to get locked into Synchros. Let's Revealer. Discard the Ice Barrier, get our Hexa. And it's Hexen time! Hexa, going to send the Mirror Mage to the graveyard. Search for the Speaker. We're going to link to. Now pay attention to this combo. I had another video I talked about this combo, right? This is going to let us draw 4 cards. We're going to summon the Mirror Mage with the Coral Anemone. We're going to tribute with the Mirror Mage effect, summon 3 tokens. Synchro into a Coral Dragon. We're going to activate in the graveyard the effect of our Speaker. We're going to get an additional token. And we are going to Synchro summon into the Croco Dragon. That is going to draw us 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get drawn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, what's going on in this hand here? We got Gameciel, we got Foolish Bale gets to send Ice Bear to the graveyard, but we already got Ice Bear in the hand. We got a Triple Tactics, we got an Imperm, we got our Cyframe Gears, which don't do anything unless our opponent destroys our entire board. Very cool. So let's activate Ice Bear in the graveyard. This is going to actually turn off our side frame gears, which is a little awkward, but it's fine. Mostly for going second. Let's Georgius summon from the graveyard the Mirror Mage. We're going to get our Lancia Ice Dragon of the Ancestral Mountain, set an Imperm, and we're going to pass turn. We got discard pop, we got the Lancia. Opponent playing some sort of pendulum nonsense. Synchro World is here. Every time we Synchro summon, place 2 signal counters. That's a lot of words. I'm not going to read all that. We're going to get popping. Discard 2, pop the back row. Opponent playing Sword Souls. Sword Souls with no Micro Moye, it looks like. Let's activate again. Pop the back row. Opponent, Zoma the Spirit. Opponent, did you really just activate that? You're going to trigger our dragon. You have special summon a monster. And your trap is popped. Lancia. Summon from the graveyard. The Georgius. Summon from the graveyard. The Revealer. And this is lethal damage. Opponent, you are cooked. Your Pendulum Sword Soul nonsense is no match for budget Ice Barriers. Let's go on to the next game. Alright, in addition to budget Ice Barriers, we also have some non-budget max power Ice Barriers today. So be sure to stick around. You'll see the budget first, then we'll have the non-budget. At the end, we'll have both deck lists. We are bricking. Alright, budget, you're going to brick. Alright, you're going to brick with non-budget too, but we're bricking with budget. We got the Ice Barrier to hopefully search for something good, and opponent playing Sage. Great thing about Ice Barrier, you can use it to search for your Ice Jade Adrian, and any water monster in the hand means you can make a level 10. Opponent, Sage with Eyes of Blue, searched for a Blue Eyes Egg, but opponent going straight to battle, attacking with this Karibo. We're going to activate Ice Barrier. Opponent not doing anything else. The Brick Eyes Brick Dragon ashing our search, so we don't get to do anything either. Alright, everybody's having no fun today. Nobody gets to do anything. We're in Brick City, but we're playing against Brick Eyes. Brick Eyes, this is a good pickup. Alright, Cypher Your Delta, about to show off why it is a good hand trap. Opponent, Dictator of the D, sending a Blue Eyes to the graveyard, sending a Blue Eyes card from the hand to the graveyard to summon the Blue Eyes, setting up card, getting that face down. We're getting smoked by Blue Eyes. What will we do? Alright, we are not dead, but this is the power of Yu-Gi-Oh! Again, we top decked the evenly matched right when we need it. Opponent didn't activate a spell even. Let's evenly matched. Go to battle, activate. We still have no plays. Opponent, everything is banished. Pop the Blue Eyes. Blue Eyes be gone. And we have no plays. Can't even set the Cyframe Gear Delta. Opponent trying to Ultimate Fusion. I don't think so. Cyframe Gear Delta. It's your time to shine. Activate. Summon from the deck the Cyframe Driver. Negate the spell effect. And then at the end phase, these both get banished. Alright. It is time to top deck. Some action. Let's go. Speaker the Ice Barrier. Activate the effect of the Georgius. Special summon itself. Synchro into the Lancia Ice Mountain Dragon. Attack for 3,000. We got Turtle. We got Nibiru. Opponent. If you summon anything, Lancia is going to say no. Raigeki. Popping our dragon. Blue Eyes Brick Dragon's hand was full of going second cards. Summon the Trishula. Banish a card from the hand. Banish Blue Eyes from the graveyard. Opponent has nothing on field to get. Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon is gone. I believe in you, Trishula. I believe in you. Drawing another useless evenly matched. Let's get in for 2,700. Opponent, can you unbrick yourself in time? Opponent passing with no actions. Trishula get lethal after we flex a little bit. Alright, Revealer get the Georgius. Georgius summon from the graveyard. The Speaker Synchro summon into the Supreme Sovereign. Who knows? They could have some sort of Karibo. We got to play around Karibo. Let's go. Alright, if you're mad I'm not showing realistic matchups, this is rank ladder. I'm in platinum. Okay, so if people are playing jank, that's just what they want to play. Great start. We got Hexa. Full combo, maybe. Except, wait, what just happened? Alright, we're playing budget, and we have Mirror Mage of the Ice Barrier at 1, which means if we draw it, we cannot use Hexa to combo. Very sad, but this is just the way things are. Alright, so we gotta set our Ice Barrier, we gotta pass, and we gotta just believe in ourselves. Opponent. Please don't be doing this. Please don't do this. Please don't do this. Opponent is playing Cash Tier, alright? Now, Cash Tier are very good against this deck for two reasons, alright? Inherently, any card being sent to the graveyard being banished instead stops our deck from being able to combo. Also, this card, Cash Tier Unicorn, makes our deck very difficult to play because it will banish our fun of one of URs in the extra deck, which we only have 2 of. So if they do this twice, we don't have any plays. Cash Tira Shangri-Ira is here. Rise Heart is here to banish randomly cards from our deck, which hopefully doesn't banish anything important. Alright, good, good. Start locking our zones. Very fair, very balanced. Nice counterplay. Luckily we have the evenly matched to get rid of most of their Cash Tiras maybe. Opponent popping our Ice Bearer. Time to Ice Bearer activate right now. Alright, why? Because if opponent ranks this up into a Rise Heart, this activation will not be possible because the card gained sent to the grave will get banished instead. So we gotta do this right now. Opponent, Scareclaw. Are we dead? Opponent could maybe kill us here too, although they summoned all this in defense mode for some reason. Opponent forgot they were going second. Ice Jade, get to us. Get to the hand. Luckily, Ice Jade, Ron, Adrian still activatable under the Cash Tira luck. Opponent ranking up into the Arise Heart. Go into battle, attacking our Hexa. Alright, now, I probably should hold this evenly till our turn, but I'm just going to fire it off right now. Fire it off right now is not optimal, but we have a second one, so I was like, they set some stuff, I'll use the second one. I'll use my Adrian. Things will be good. We'll believe. Opponent sends him back row. Wait, see, we could have used the saved another evenly. Draw an Imperm is amazing here because we can Imperm this Cashier Rice Heart after they keep it, after we banish everything with evenly. So let's go. Let's go. Macrocosmos, just a backup in case this is dealt with. Alright, there we go. Evenly. Opponent, you still got the banish, but we're going to negate. Negate. We can make plays. We can make plays. Opponent banishing our Imperm for some reason. We can actually make plays. Let's activate Ron Adrian. Opponent attaching banished cards. Alright. Now what's the best card to make against Cash Tiras? Okay. Is it possibly a card that we don't have because we're playing budget? Yes. Alright. The actual best card to make against Cash Tiras, let's go related cards, is the Ice Jade Synchro. Okay, we're gonna look at that. Ice Jade level 10 Synchro. Ice Jade, give me your Adrian. Not in the deck for budget. We can't afford it. But if you have it, great card. Opponent tries to banish your stuff. You quick effect respond. Your stuff can't be banished. Can't be destroyed for the rest of the turn. And you banish the card that activated. So very good against Rise Heart. Unfortunately, not a card we have access to in the budget. All right, let's run Adrian. Summon. Get our token. Activate the effect of Mirror Mage. Get ourselves a Georges. That was probably a mistake. All right, because Georges can't activate. Is it a mistake though if we don't have anything we can do? That's a good question. All right, great question. I don't know. I don't know the answer. Actually, we have Hexa in the graveyard, so the best thing to probably get is the Ice Barrier effect. That no. I think we're clapped here. All right, we can do one Synchro. We can make a Lancia. And we don't have battle, so opponent gets to banish the Lancia. Opponent, Kesher Theosis getting a Unicorn. Opponent, they got a Unicorn, they're activating, we're going to respond, summon from the deck. That's going to trigger the Kesher Unicorn. But maybe General Raiho can make them discard enough cards that that'll be fine. Opponent adding to the hand. Card gets banished, opponent has to discard to activate. And this starts a very funny loop where this activates. It has to discard a card. The cards get discarded to banish zone, and then it activates again. So they have to keep this. It's optional, all right. They can choose not to, but they can keep discarding cards and attaching them to a Rise Heart in a big loop. Unicorn gonna banish from the extra deck. Our Trishula, which is making this poor Lancia very sad. Opponent gonna keep discarding things. Keep discarding things. Keep discarding things. Are they finally done? They are finally done. They let themselves get negated. They're going to battle. They are popping the General Raiho. They are attaching another thing. They are activating. They are Pastura birthing. Birth is gonna end the turn. Alright. Okay. We're not out of this yet. And we do have a backup plan. Alright. If this gets popped, we have, in addition to Trishula, we have the Brionic. Not usually played an Ice Barrier, but this is the backup, alright? It's an Ice Barrier Dragon. Just kidding, it doesn't say Ice Barrier. Does that mean we can't summon it? Hold on, what does it say? What does it say? If it leaves the field, summon an Ice Barrier Synchro monster. It's not an Ice Barrier. Konami, why did you do this? Why did you do this, Konami? Why is this a magical ice dragon and not an ice barrier? Okay, we got no backup plan. We have to use our Trishula. Okay, opponent banishing Lancia. We have no plays. Also, does this even activate if it's banished face down? I don't think so. All right, but we can Ice Shade Ron Adrian again and make a Synchro 10 that we don't have because we are out of Synchro 10s. Oh, just kidding. We have Sword Soul Supreme Sovereign, but it doesn't matter because Supreme Sovereign is not very good, and if he's banished from the extra deck, opponent. All right, you know what? We're playing budget. It's very difficult to play against Cashiers to begin with. We'll get our revenge on Cashiers. You wait. Let's go on to the next game. All right, we're playing budget. You gotta know sometimes budget. You're gonna run into budget problems. All right, we ran into every possible budget problem that time. Run into the budget problem again. All right, draw on our Mirror Mage. We don't want to draw him. Hexa not good, but thankfully Ice Shade Ron Adrian lets us discard it, so we can still get the trigger. We can still do our combo. Let's get our speaker. Let's Synchro 10 into the Lancia. Let's summon the speaker. Let's activate Georges. Georges going to activate summon from the graveyard the Mirror Mage. We're going to tribute. Get our tokens. Get token in. Synchro into the Coral Dragon. Speaker the Ice Bear going to activate in the graveyard. We're going to get that additional token. We're going to get that Ravenous Croco Dragon, and we're going to get drawn 4 cards. We're going to Coral Dragon draw 1. We're going to Croco Dragon draw 3. The reason we have the Coral Dragon is mostly just to make it so we have space to do this. Medallion, going to add a Georges to the hand. We got the Ice Shade Ron Adrian, which we could activate. Alright, we could activate Ron Adrian, except we already activated Ice Shade Ron Adrian this turn, so we can't activate a second time. Very sad. But we got Turtle, we got Cyframe Gear Gamma, which we can't activate right now, but maybe we can later. If we activate the effect of the Lancia, Georges is going to make it so that if we have another Ice Bear on the field, opponent's graveyard effects can't be activated. Let's see if that's relevant. Opponent, can you beat the Ice Barriers? Lightning Storm, I got to start summoning this guy in defense mode. Activate the effect. Opponent going to maximum CS. Can we stop Max C? No. Opponent's going to draw 1 card. Trishula, save us. Trishula is here. Banish a card from the hand. Banish a card from the graveyard. Be gone, Max C. You have terrorized us for too long. It's another Cyber Dragon deck list. Alright, what do we got to worry about? Clockwork Knight makes all our monsters machine. That doesn't sound like it does anything, but it does. If they can get a Cyber Dragon onto the field, alright, what's going to happen? Alright, they're going to have access to, where even is it? Related cards to Cyber Dragon. There we go. There we go. They're going to get access to the Chimeratech Fortress Dragon. It says, must be special summoned by sending the above cards from either field to the graveyard. Cyber Dragon +1/+ machine monsters. All our monsters being machines means if they summon Cyber Dragon, they can just steal all of our monsters and make a Cyber Dragon as a fusion summon, which is not interactable. So we gotta be worried about them having a Cyber Dragon on the field. Luckily, we got the pop with the Ravenous Croco Dragon. And if opponent does take our whole field, we have Cyframe Gear Gamma to still do things. Cyber Dragon is here. They're gonna activate to summon. We're gonna pop it before they get priority again. Get popped. No Cyber Dragons on the field for you, please. Opponent summoning the Cyber Dark Chimera, discarding to get a Power Bond, but can they even Power Bond? I don't believe that they can. I don't believe that they can. Setting the Power Bond, attacking into our Georges, and that should be a game. Let's Ron Adrian summon our Ron Adrian Synchro summon into the Big Chungus. Big Chungus budget. Big Chungus is here, alright. They had the friend event. Don't complain to me. Alright, he's free. He's free. We get the Georges. Georges get the Mirror Mage. Get the Brionic. Brionic discard our evenly matched. Bounce back to the hand this Clockwork Knight to boost our attack points. Getting to search. Searching for a speaker. And we don't have any more Synchro 10s to make because we're playing budget. But we can summon this speaker in attack position. And we can get to battle. We know this is Power Bond. Opponent, you are cooked. That's 10,000 damage. Budget Ice Barriers. Alright, one more game with the budget deck list, and then we will switch to the non-budget deck list. Alright, after going through the deck. So we'll talk about the budget deck and Oh god, what up, opponent? What are you doing? All right, what is this? Barrier, statue, time-tearing Morganite, fossil Dyna. Opponent thinks they can stop us from playing Yu-Gi-Oh. All right, you know, luckily, Ice Barriers is uniquely positioned to be good against this. All right, Revealer, the Ice Barrier has a chunky 1,700 attack points. What does this lady look like? She has 1,700 attack points. She doesn't even have a weapon, but she's revealing the weaknesses of fossil Dyna, barrier, statue, deck. Let's attack. Pop that fossil Dyna. Now opponent is drawing 2 cards a turn because of the time-tearing Morganite, and they can normal summon twice, which means they can normal summon 2 barrier statues a turn, and maybe we can never get through this, but I believe. All right, and we got this ice barrier. Ice barrier, save us. Opponent, drawn 2, activating Power of the Guardians, going to defense mode. They think they are safe. They think that this monster being unable to be destroyed by battle is going to make it so that they can't lose the game. But luckily, we got the out. Let's attack. Let's activate Ice Barrier. Ice Barrier is going to negate the effect of the barrier statue. So opponent, your barrier statue is done. Alright, now if opponent had summoned an additional barrier statue, we can use this to search for a kaiju and kaiju it. Except we can't special summon. So we have to hope that opponent is playing the water one. Alright, opponent. You are no longer locking us. We are free to do whatever we want. Let's discard Mirror Mage. Summon Georges. Activate Mirror Mage effect. Activate Georges effect. Let's wombo combo. Summon a billion things. Mirror Mage is here. Speaker is in the hand. And opponent knows they have been cooked. Love to see it. Regular old stun. Got nothing against budget ice bears. Let's go on to the deck list. Alright, here we are with the budget deck list, okay? And like I said, we're only playing 3 crafted URs. Let's go through it. Alright, we got Psy-Frame Grabber, we got Triple Hexa, we got our budget hand trap, Psy-Frame Gear Gamma, Psy-Frame Gear Delta. And if you're going to ask me, alright, what do I cut if I'm going to upgrade this deck? Alright, all the budget hand traps. We got 1 Mirror Mage. You're playing regular, you're going to want to play at least 2 of this. 1 is not enough. We got 1 Ash Blossom from the bundle. We got triple Revealer, we got triple Speaker the Ice Bearer, we got the General Raiho, we got triple Georges, we got triple Ice Jade Ron Agerine, we got triple Turtle. Again, if you're playing budget, you can swap this for whatever random hand trap interaction you have. Kaiju Turtle is searchable with Ice Bearer, so play it at 1 probably, but if you have something else, you can swap the others. Nibiru from the bundle, Raigeki from the bundle. We got, oh wait, sorry, Raigeki I think you just get. I forget how you get Raigeki. I'm pretty sure they just give it to you for free. Alright, we got Medallion of the Ice Bear at 3. We got Foolish Barricades. We got Triple Tactics Talent from the bundle, I'm pretty sure. Alright, we got Freezing Chains. We got, and also I don't even like this card. I should cut it. I don't even like this card. I think it's bad. Alright, we got Freezing Chains. We got 2 Ice Bears. We got triple of the Evenly Matched. This one is just really good. I think maybe even playing this in the regular deck is probably worth it. We got 1 Imperm, and we got the Solemn Judgment from the bundle. Alright. In the extract, we got the Quandax, we got the Tiger, we got the Coral Dragon. You're not really going to be summoning these. This deck mostly is summoning 8s and 10s. So unfortunately, our 8s and 10s slots are limited. So if you have more 8s and 10s that are all the good ones or you are, play those. We got the Brionic. Why are you not an Ice Barrier? This card would be actually playable if it was an Ice Barrier, because if your guy dies, you could summon him. But for some reason, he's a magical Ice Dragon. That's very sad. Alright, we got White Aura Whale ×2. We got Azcan, we got Trishula, we got Ravenous Croco Dragon, we got Sword Soul Supreme Sovereign. Like, I understand why this he's good, alright? Like, he doesn't need to be an Ice Bearer, because it's kind of like makes the deck maybe too strong, but why is this one not an Ice Bearer? Like, come on, Konami. What are you doing? Alright, we got Psy-Frame Lord Lambda. The reason that we have this is because if you do some sort of janky board and you're not Synchro Locked, you're not Water Locked, you can make this guy, and then you can activate your Psy-Frames from the hand while you control monsters. That's why he's in here. He's good, but not really that commonly going to be played. We got 2 Coral Anemones. We got the Area Water Charmer. If you have other things in the extra deck, let's go on to the non-budget list, and we'll talk about, you know, what do you do if you have a budget. Let's go. All right, here we are. This is the upgraded list. All right, this is the I wanna flex my money, or I have other decks, so I have all the hand traps already. You know, sort of deck list. So let's go through this one. This is not budget. All right, we showed the budget one. We showed that there's only 3 non-crafted URs, because this guy, look at him. All right, let's look. Candace Mantle 1. I have 2 because this one of them is from the free giveaway of the Sword Soul structure deck. All right, non-budget deck. Triple Hexa still. We got triple Maxi, of course, the toxic card that will never leave the game because Konami loves it. We got triple Mirror Mage. We got triple Ash Blossom to deal with the Maxis, of course. We got triple Revealer. We got triple of the Speaker. We got General Raiho. We got Georges ×3. We got triple Ice Jade Ron Adrian because this card's really good. Getting our 10s. We got Gamisiel at 1. We still got the Nibiru. We got triple Medallion. We got the Foolish Barragads. We got the Freezing Chains at 1. We got 2 Call by the Graves. We got Crossout Designate. We got 2 Ice Bears. And we got the Evenly Matched. I cut the Imperm. What's going on? I cut the Imperm. Alright. I was playing the deck a lot. And Imperm was doing absolutely nothing. Alright. It's just the games where I have Imperm, I was not winning them. So I cut the Imperm. Played Evenly Matched. If you're going second, Evenly Matched I think is really necessary right now. People are just doing so much that a single Imperm doesn't really stop anyone. Extra deck, Coral Dragon, Cradle Dragon. This card's really good, okay? Just popping like 3 to 4 things, depending on how many tokens you use to make it, is really good. Because it pops stuff equal to the number of water monsters used to synchro summon it. So minimum 2 pops, maximum like 5 pops. It's ridiculous. Alright, we got YR Whale. We got the Adamantipator Risen Dragon to negate spell effects. We got Trishula. We got the Grogo Dragon still. We got the Supreme Sovereign still. We're not budget anymore, so we can get Gamir Adrian. We can play 2 Lancias. Because, you know, making it twice is good, and also if opponent's playing Kashtira and they banish it, it's not sad. Also, Trishula 0, alright, we're not playing regular Trishula, we're not playing Trishula 0 in the other budget deck because we have the budget, but in the non-budget, you can play Trishula 0, and you have a second thing to get that also banishes more stuff from the field, so very cool. Salamangreat Almirage is here because it lets us tribute our Mirror Mage. Well, send him to the graveyard. If we normal summon him, send him to the graveyard with Almirage, and that lets us search. And then you can search for your Freezing Change. You can get back your Mirror Mage, and then you can tribute the Almirage, and you can do like some sort of like somewhat limited combo. It's not the best, but it is better than normal summoning this guy and doing nothing. So that's why the Almirage is here. And sadly, Almirage not budget, so you can't do this in the budget deck list. But if you got this guy, throw him in. All right, he's pretty good. Coral Anemone is still good for the combo. And we got Sprite Sprind, alright? He's in here. If you get 2 things, one of them is a level 2, or maybe you Hexa, and Hexa becomes a level 2, or maybe you summon a Maxi. Literally, I'm not even joking. Summon a Maxi. You can Sprite Sprind and send your Mirror Mage to the graveyard from the deck, and that's going to let you search for an Ice Barrier card, which can be pretty good, alright? Can be pretty good. And of course, we're playing SP Little Knight. Just a good Link monster. Alright. That's the non-budget deck. Let's get to the non-budget games. Alright, here we are. Non-budget games, and I'm going to tell you I saved the best for last with these because I got all the way to very high rank with this deck. So I'm very excited to show you these games. Opponent. Lady Labyrinth going first, discarding the Arias. What is Lady Labyrinth going to do? Well, if they activate a trap card, or anyone activates a trap card, and no one responds to that, Lady Labyrinth can activate its effect, put a trap from their deck onto the field. So we have a quick play spell, Crossout Designate, that can block the Lady Labyrinth effect. So I think we're looking hot. Opponent did set also, alright, very threatening, Destructive Druma Cannon. They can flip it up at any time, send all face-up monsters to the graveyard. But opponent likely doesn't have any starters going on because usually in Labyrinth they want to get their Labyrinth spell or their Labyrinth trap, start a Labyrinth thing, and they don't seem to have it. So maybe we can take advantage of this. Let's start things off. Adrian Ron discarding. Alright, what did we discard? We discarded the Mirror Mage. Mirror Mage being discarded is going to trigger. It's going to search opponent Ash Blossoming. Do I want to Crossout Designate? This is a big question, alright? This is a big question. Do I want to Crossout this? We can use Crossout to block the Lady Labyrinth effect. Alright? I think we have a new plan. Alright, we're going to Crossout Designate the Ash. We do want our search. We want to get searching. We got to play through this Daruma Cannon, so we're going to need some extra value. Alright. Let's search. Get our speaker for the Ice Barrier. Let's synchro into the Ice Jade Gamir Agerine. Still worried about this Daruma Cannon. Alright, Daruma Cannon is going to flip our monsters face down, and that is sad. So let's force him to activate. Attack the Lady Labyrinth. Opponent activating. Hold on a second. I told you earlier. Alright, I said if they activate a trap and we don't do something in response, the Lady Labyrinth is going to search for a trap. Luckily, we got Ice Jade Gamir Adrian activate. Banish the Daruma Cannon to chain block the Labyrinth. Unfortunately, I didn't know about this effect in the graveyard of the RS Slave, the Butler. Butler says, if you activate a card in response to a Labyrinth, you get to set it on the field, alright? But this card doesn't seem to do too much, so let's not worry about it. Summon the Mirror Mage, summon the Speaker. We are uncontested, we can do whatever we want. Mirror Mage, make the tokens, activate. They already Ash Blossomed us, but we're going to do it safe anyway. Greater Dragon. Alright, we could have drawn 4 cards there, but you know what? Drawing 4 cards, why would we do that when we can pop all their stuff? Pop it. Get popped into the GY zone. Trigger Swordsman, Georges, summon, and Synchro 10 into the Lancia. And now, what do we got? We got a Georges. We got an Ice Barrier token, which means that our Georges says they can't activate monster effects in the graveyard. We got a flip place down Agerine, and we got a Lancia Ancestral Dragon. I think we're looking pretty hot here, alright? We think we got a lot. Opponent, how dare you do this? Activating evenly matched, forcing us to keep the token, alright? I don't like how this rule works, but that's just the way Konami makes it. We have to keep the token because it is a card, and it's not a card at the same time, alright? That's just how it is. Let's look, hold on, I'm gonna rant now. At the end of the battle phase, if your opponent controls more cards than you, make them banish cards from their field face down so they control the same number of cards as you. Oh, it's the reason is because you can't banish tokens face down, that's why I think. Who knows? Someone explain to me. If a token's a card, then shouldn't it not count to the number of cards I have? Opponent, Ash Blossoming our search. Alright, cool. We have nothing, they have nothing. Well, just kidding, we don't have nothing. We have this Ice Barrier token, our beloved token. That looks like a snowflake. Opponent. Did you draw anything? Nadir Servant? I don't think so. Ash Blossom negate. Now we truly both have nothing other than my beloved token. All we gotta do is draw any monster and we are gonna be cooking. Let's draw. Let's draw. Yes, a monster. Summon, Revealer. It's time to shine. Let's Marincess Coral Anemone activate from the graveyard. Summon the Mirror Mage Tribute, get our tokens, and we are going to Pot of Greed Town. Except we can't go to Pot of Greed Town, we need one additional token. Let's not go to Pot of Greed Town, let's make a Dragate. Negate spell effect, search for the Freezing Chains. Freezing Chains lets us summon Revealer from the graveyard so we can next turn do things. Opponent, get beat down. You are dead next turn. Your deck is mostly spells and traps. Dragate will negate them. Opponent. Setting a card face down. I think we are good. Let's go to battle. Activate the effect of the Dragate. And I forgot. Alright, I had this. I could have summoned. I could have done things. And I didn't do it. Big mistake. Because in the GY zone is that stupid Butler. And Butler is going to come back to life because we responded to their trap. Butler is back again. Labyrinth, why won't you die? Labyrinth Butler is here. Which means they have a body to block my attack. So let's attack the Butler. Alright, and let's main phase 2. Let's set them things up. Get it, Georges. Georges, activate special summon from the GY zone. Our Mirror Mage. And we're going to end the turn here. Why are we ending the turn? Because
this locks them from activating the graveyard, which means their stupid Butler can't summon himself again. Yeah, that's why. Alright, opponent, what have you got? It's Nadir Servant.
We could negate this, alright, and we probably should negate this, but I feel so safe and secure. Because what does this do? It summons it searches for a thing, but it sends things from the extra deck to the graveyard that can't trigger because of Georges, so I'm just going to let it happen. I'm so confident. Elder Entity, go to the graveyard, do nothing. Opponent, special summon Dogmatica Ecclesia. It's going to activate, search for a Dogmatica Punishment. It's going to attack my Georges. Okay. Alright, Georges is dead. This is maybe a problem. They can activate graveyard things again. Let's activate Revealer. Opponent. Dogmatica Punishment. Negate the punish. No punish. No punish. Opponent's Butler comes back. I am no longer afraid of the Butler. Butler has come back many times and he has done nothing. Butler is back again. Get negated. Special summon from the deck. A tuner, Ice Barrier. Get our Georges. Georges activates. Summon from the graveyard. Opponent activating Big Welcome Labyrinth. Bouncing their Arius to the hand. Does this matter? I don't think so. Let's get the Revealer. Let's Synchro Summon Lancia ×2. We got him again. Let's go to battle. And opponent, pop your thing and you are fully cooked. Ice Barriers beaten. Labyrinth. Love to see it. Let's go on to the next game. On to the next game. We got the beautiful starter, Hexa. We got the very beautiful Maximum C, everyone's favorite card. Hexa, activate. Opponent, how dare you do this? Imperming our Hexa. Alright, you know what? This is fine. We got plays still. We got the Georges in the hand. Georges can special summon itself and then special summon our second Hexa. Do we have a line from here? Let's try. Georges, get the Hexa. Link to into Marincess Coral Anemone. Alright, we don't want to be locked in the waters, because we're gonna be sending things to the graveyard. We're gonna Sprite Sprint, send from the deck to the graveyard our level 2 Mirror Mage, and Mirror Mage, when sent to the graveyard, is gonna activate and let us search for an Ice Barrier. Seems pretty good, but opponent, Ash Blossom. You know what? This is fine. That means they don't have Ash Blossom for Maximum C. And we got our Ice Barrier. Let's get setting. Let's get past an opponent. What are you gonna do? Opening of the Spirit Gate. Alright, I am going to play around. I'm going to play around Psy-Frame Gear. Alright, because I've been Psy-Frame Geared too many times. We're going to play around it by wait until they summon a monster before activating this Max C. There it is. Dark Beckoning Beast. Activate Max C. No Psy-Frame Gamma Gearing for you, opponent. I don't know if they have it, but they might. You can never be too safe. You can never be too sure. Opening of the Spirit Gate. Opponent not caring about Max C. They are going ham. Alright, every time you see, it's like, are they going to go ham into the Max C, or are they going to do nothing? They are going ham. They are choosing the go ham line. Spirit of Yubel. Love seeing this Nibiru here. I feel very safe right now. Nightmare Pain. Popping. Adding. Opponent, are you going to make the negate? They're getting a Yubel. They're going to battle. They're getting negated by our Ice Barrier. So we get a search. And we negated their effect to make themselves not destroyable by battle. But they are going to search for a Yubel Terror Incarnate. Opponent drawing so many cards, hitting us for 14 with our own monster. Fusion summoning Yubel Phantom. Let's activate Nibiru, forcing opponent to activate their Phantom Yubel. They've already activated a lot of their Yubel pop effects this turn. Maybe they don't have any more things to pop. Opponent pops a Yubel that does nothing. We're going to activate our Ice Barrier, locking us out of using Nibiru, but that's fine. Alright, we got follow-up plays. Let's get our Ice Jade Ron Agerine. Opponent summoning another card, Phantom of Yubel Part 2. Should have waited to do that in the end phase, but that's fine. My bad. Alright, let's get summoning. Mirror Mage is here. Opponent summoning their Yubel. Alright, they got one face down. What is the face down? Alright, I think it's probably Impermanence. Maybe that's me. They got, I'm going to assume Imperm and on Phantom of Yubel. That's what I'm playing around. Let's activate. Get our tokens. Synchro Summon. Coral Dragon. Coral Dragon going to pop the Monster Negate, forcing the Monster Negate to go away. Then we can start Ice Jade Agerine in. Get pop in. Discarding Ice Barrier. Opponent Phantom Yubel negating our effect. Alright, this Ice Barrier in the graveyard is going to let us search for a Kaiju if we need it. Opponent popping a Yubel. We're going to Synchro into Dragite. Alright, now we are safe. We are safe from this Impermanence. And I don't think they have any more interaction left. Let's draw a card. We don't have enough cards. Let's Ice Jade Agerine. Summon. Synchro into the Supreme Sovereign. And now we can activate Search from our deck with our Ice Barrier, trigger the Sovereign, banish this face down, banish a card from their graveyard. That's going to be Spirit of Yubel. Opponent, are you ready to get cooked? Opponent has a Super Poly. The whole time they were hiding Super Poly. Luckily, we have these evenly matched. So, you know, we're feeling safe. Opponent going to steal our entire board. Summon a Moon Dragon to the Swamp. That's not that bad. Alright, Moon Dragon, not that bad. Let's send Georges back to the hand zone. And we don't have any normal summons left, but we do have this Freezing Change to summon an Ice Barrier and then summon Georges and summon Speaker. So I think we're looking good. Let's go to battle. Let's evenly match. Opponent, you get to keep one. Keep one. Which one do you like? Which one do you like the most? They chose Yubel to be undestroyable for the rest of the turn. Yubel is the only card they like. Alright, Freezing Chains. Let's get back our Mirror Mage. Let's special summon Georgia. Special summon from the hand or graveyard zone an Ice Barrier. Let's get the Hexa. Let's activate Speaker of the Ice Barrier. Let's Synchro Summon into the Lancia Ancestral Dragon to the Ice Mountain. And let's pass the turn. Alright, we got no more plays. We're locked into Synchros. We can't do anything else with these two. Opponent, what are you doing? Getting a Phantom of Yubel. That's going to get us to search with the Lancia. Opponent's going to activate to negate. Well, not really negate. Change the effect to pop a Yubel from the deck. Pops a Yubel from the deck. We don't get to summon an Ice Barrier. Opponent, Yubel is here. Triggering our Lancia again. Let's summon General Raiho. Send him to defense mode. Opponent, every time you activate a monster effect on the field, you must discard a card, or the effect is negated. Because of General Raiho. Opponent summoning Yubel Spirit. Get negated. Opponent. Nightmare Pain on the field. Opponent no cards left in the hand. Nightmare Pain activate. End of the turn with 2 Yubels. Negate the effect of Yubel to tribute another Yubel. That's right, opponent. We're helping you. We are helping you. You have been helped. Alright, let's Great Old Dragon. Great Old Dragon is here. Pop the 2 back rows. Mirror Mage. Triggered. Been sent to the graveyard. Again, Nice Bear to the hand. Pop it. Activate Medallion. Medallion. Ganar Georges. Set. Activate. Summon. Here we go. Ravenous Croco Dragon. Draw a billion cards. And by a billion I mean 1. Let's turtle. Let's activate. Pop their final Yubel. Can't activate in the graveyard because of Georges. Let's go to battle. Pop the turtle. Opponent, you have no cards in the hand. You have no fusion Yubels left. They're all in the graveyard. Opponent has nothing. And let's cook them. Cook them for lethal damage. Top tier Yubel is no more because of the beloved ice barriers. Let's go on to the next game. Opponent is going first, and they are playing Cash Tears, and I said earlier, I said we need to get revenge on Cash Tears for beating us while we were playing Budget. Alright, so let's try and get revenge. Opponent Tearlament's Cash Tira. Banishing from the hand. Wait a minute, this is Cash Tira Tearlaments. Oh my god, my opponent is milling. But they didn't have a Tearlament to discard to summon the Rhino Heart. Going into Baron. They got Baron, a set back row. Alright, can we beat Baron set back row? We got Ice Barriers. I believe. Alright, I believe. Let's Medallion. Opponent with the Ash Blossom. Negating our Medallion. That's fine. Alright, we still got it. I still believe. Let's normal summon before our poor innocent Mirror Mage gets popped. Let's Speaker the Ice Bear from the hand. Opponent negating and popping our Speaker. Speaker has been negated and popped, but that means it's in the graveyard, which means we can activate its effect to get the token. Opponent, you have made a mistake. Maybe. We're going to get the token. We may have been able to play through this even if they let it get summoned.
Let's Marinsa's Coral Anemone. Baron negate is gone. Activate the effect of Mirror Mage. Alright, this is impermanence. It's always set card. It's impermanence. Alright, I don't care
what you say. In the last game, it was Super Poly, but in this game, it's always impermanence. Freezing change to the hand, so that when opponent negates our Coral Anemone, we can summon our Mirror Mage with the Freezing Chains. Activate Marincess. Opponent, it was not impermanence, it was Droplet. Basically the same thing. But opponent, you've made a tragic mistake. You knew that we took the Monster Reborn to the hand. And you've negated our Coral Anemone, but we don't even need it. Freezing Chains. Summon the Mirror Mage. Opponent, they have one more secret piece of interaction, banishing their entire graveyard to summon the Fairy Tale Snow, flipping us face down. Alright, opponent, you did it. You stopped us. Alright, you banished your entire GY. You got 1 card left. You got Baron, which can pop, but can't negate anymore. What are you going to do? Popping or Freezing Chains. That wasn't doing anything anyway. Destrudo. Destrudo is here to Synchro Summon SP Little Knight. That's not a Synchro Monster. Opponent, go into battle, attacking our Coral Anemone. Attacking our Mirror Mage. Mirror Mage is going to activate in the graveyard zone and search for an Ice Barrier card. An opponent knows they have been fully cooked. Cash Tira, Tearlaments be gone. Let's go on to the next game. Alright, one final game here. The final Sim King special. And then we'll be back. Alright, and for you it'll be in a couple days, but if for me it'll be in a couple hours. I'll be doing another video. We got a very special one. Alright. People have been sending me a lot of replays, so I want to show off some of the replays people have been sending me. So, if you want to send a replay, make sure to send it. Obviously it won't be featured today because you're watching this after I've recorded, which means you won't be featured in the next video, but maybe you'll be featured in the one after that. We got a very nice Ice Barrier board. Opponent has nothing to stop us, so we're going to get drawn. Make our tokens. Synchro Summon. Coral Dragon. And I think we're going to do the Pot of Greed times 2. Let's Pot of Greed times 2, make the token. Synchro Summon. Croco Dragon. Let's Pot of Greed times 2. Draw 4 with the Coral Dragon and the Ravenous Croco Dragon. Death draw 1. Death draw 3. 4 total. Medallion. Get a Speaker of the Ice Bearer. Let's activate Ice Bearer in the graveyard. We need a water monster discard, so we can use Ice Jade, Adrian Ron, discard our Speaker, Synchro Summon. And this is the monster I like the most now. Ice Jade, Gamir, Adrian. Protect your field from getting popped, protect it from getting banished. Also potentially banish a card. That's the one that I like, alright? We got, you know, I at least like Big Chungus. Now we got Pops, we got Lancia Nonsense, we got Ice Jade, Gamir, Adrian, and we got Crossout Designate. And we got Maxi. I'm sorry, opponent, for this. Dark Ruler no more. Wow, that is literally the out. Opponent has the out. They have the out. They're like, I need to draw the out, and they drew Dark Ruler no more. That's like pretty perfect. That's Maxi. Opponent, Upstart Goblin. What are you doing? It's Cashiers again. It is Cashiers again. Synchro Summon into a Baron de Fleur into our Maximum C. Opponent, can you deal with our board? Popping our beloved Ice Jade, Gamir, Adrian. What is this nonsense? Star Player Typhon can bounce a card back to the extra deck dealing with Lancia without triggering it. Opponent, we still got the Croco Dragon. They realize they can't do anything. We got so many cards from the Maxi. They have lost the will to live. Love to see it. Magic has surrendered and left the building. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you liked the video, and I'll see you next time. Have a good night.